Hi everyone, this is Ruth Ann Nordin.
And I'm Janet Syas Nitsick.
But she is playing a part today, that's why she's wearing this outfit. Today I'm going to interview one of her characters, and this character is the heroine in her story When the Whistle Blows, which is going to be in A Groom's Promise. The description is, Hugh Warren is caught between love and duty when the man he's going to buy land from suggests marrying his daughter can be part of his payment. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to read an excerpt from her thing, and then I'm going to interview her as the character. Hugh parked the buggy in front of the Lutheran church. He stepped from the vehicle and hastened to Winifred's side. He extended his arm to her. Her soft fingers squeezed inside his. Hugh's heart rate sped up. Wiggling out of her seat, she stood beside him. "I must look proper," she said, her sweet lips curving up into a small smile. Winifred opened her parasol. A gust of wind whisked around them, lifting the object toward Hugh. She grasped it tighter, but the top of the umbrella struck Hugh's derby, knocking it onto the dirt. "Oh, I'm sorry, I didn't mean to do that," he added. He chuckled and reached for the object, just as another whiff of wind carried it several feet to his left. Running toward it, he grabbed it as the breeze swirled and picked it up, landing the hat right in front of Winifred. She glimpsed down at him as he took the derby. "I'm really sorry, really I am," she said. Glancing up at her, he lost his balance and plowed into her. She fell, her dress flying up in the air, exposing the lace edges of her pantaloons. He glanced at her lovely ankles. His face grew warm. Right this moment, he wanted to hug and kiss this refined lady. This is scandalous for Janet. He could not, of course, or a scandal would erupt. Can't have that in Janet's books. "Hugh," she whispered, her voice breaking. You, why are you so clumsy? Look at me. What will the church members say?" Her wide gaze wore into his. The incident indeed made for a bad scene, but he could not help finding humor in it. He smiled at her. Pulling his body upward, he reached for her hand and quipped, "We've got to quit meeting like this." "Oh, Hugh," she replied, her eyes misty. Standing beside him, she gazed at her skirt, dotted with grime. "How am I going to go to church like this? And where's my parasol?" He scanned the area, locating it a few feet in front of them. He picked it up and stepped over to her. "Here it is, Winifred. You're all in one piece now." He presented it to her. "No, I'm not." She sniffed and placed her hands on her hips. "Don't you see my quandary? My dress and parasol are spotted with dirt, and the parasol's fringe is all tangled." Yes, she no longer looked like an elite plantation woman, but he liked seeing her like this. She looked, what was the word? Like a person he could love. A woman he could take care of for the rest of his life. Studying her attire, he broke out into laughter. "Mr. Hugh, that is no way to conduct yourself under these circumstances," she said in a stern voice. "Isn't it, Miss Winifred?" "No." Biting her lip, she surveyed his countenance. She blinked, then blinked again. Except for a squirrel scampering up the oak bark, they stood there in quiet before a giggle escaped her throat. All right, I do see some amusement in the situation." "Good." He winked at her, then stretched out his hand and led Winifred toward the gray stone church. We'll stop there, and now I will interview Janet's character. So, Opal, what's up?
That's my sister. Now, Opal's my sister, and that is in my other book, She Came by Train. My name is Winifred.
Oops, that's right. It's Winifred. Okay, Winifred is the heroine of this story, When the Whistle Blows. Right.
That's right.
Okay, so why don't you have a sense of humor?
I don't know, but when you're all in crime and everything, you just all you can do is think about how you're not presentable, and you have to be presentable.
Why worry about that when you could kiss the guy?
But that wouldn't be proper.
Yeah.
You cannot do that in high society where I came from. That would just be not proper at all.
So what would be proper in your society? And where did you come from?
I came from Virginia, Charles City, Virginia, and that's plantation country. And you have a lot of ball parties and ballroom parties and things like that. And no, you just do not do that. You can barely even touch a man's hand if I don't have a glove on. That is improper also.
So does this mean you don't like Hugh?
Oh, he's just really clumsy, you know. He knocked my hat off when we were on the train coming to Nebraska, to Omaha here. And I had to, my hat was all a mess. He squished it. And he just constantly is bumping into me and things. But I have to admit, he is kind of enduring.
Oh, he's cute.
Yeah, he
You
is
ever see
kind
the
of
cover?
enduring. Yeah, he is kind of cute and enduring. Oh, he's just not proper.
Does
Just
that mean
not
you could
proper.
never be with him?
Oh, oh, my heart kind of goes for him, but it's not supposed. It's not really right. It's really not right. Oh, I'm in a quandary. I really am.
Why? Is there someone back home? Is there
Well,
someone else?
there is someone that's kind of wanted my hand, but I came out here to help my sister because she just had a baby, and I'm gonna stay a while to help her get back. But my father wants me back home. All the kids and everything, and he's so heartbreaking that Opal stayed out here, and
Is
he
he?
never came back. Yes, he is. He's very, very heartbroken, and I just feel obligated to go back because of him. I don't want to hurt him another time. But I have to admit that he is, rather handsome, even though he's very, very clumsy.
Well, maybe it's not him. Maybe it's someone else.
Well, I'm not sure about that. When he knocked me down and my skirt went up in the air, he was the only one there.
Yeah, but you gotta blame the Nebraska wind. Like today, our alarm's going off in town. That's what's in the background.
Oh, that's true.
Can't predict stuff like that. But the wind in Nebraska.
It is quite different than plantation country. I mean, this weather just changes on a dime. I've just never seen anything like it. The wind and then it's just a really different country, and there's no dogwood trees. There's not one dogwood tree.
Opal was obsessed with that. It's okay if you love the dogwood trees.
Yeah. Well, I guess we're kind of like on that incident, though. Yeah, but she is much prettier than me, So I'm surprised that he thinks I'm pretty. He said I was pretty, you did, and I couldn't believe it because it's always been my sister that's the pretty one.
Oh, really? That's interesting.
Yeah. But we love each other. We're wonderful sisters together. So, but yeah, so I'm just here to help her with that and just just kind of settling in. Haven't been here that long.
And if anybody wants to find out if Opal and Alex had a boy or a girl, they've got to read this book to find out because that's when she gives birth to the kid. Just to let everyone know.
That is true.
And we're probably going to do another interview or two in the upcoming months, and we're thinking summer when this book will be released.
Right, exactly.
Okay.
Exactly.